Fish on, guys, fish on! Morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I got some mullet over at the Hunter, and now I'm at High Bridge. So let's get this party started. Thievery, I tell you, it's thievery. Another fish that's good for stealing your bait because you need a tiny hook is called a spade fish. Very good eating too. Oh, Nelly. Oh boy. Fish on, guys. Bet you it's a kitty. Guys, it's just what I told you it was. Hang on, don't say nothing. Guys, it's exactly what I said it was. It's a spade fish. Let me show you. Exactly what I'm saying. Guys, these are very good to eat. I can't believe that they're here. All right, let me rig up and get back in. Speaking of catfish. Come on, open it. Guys, you know the routine. Now you see why I always have a rag hanging from my side? I guess all those guys that illegally fish on the drawbridge are gonna have to scramble to get off. called a Miss Alexandria. I've seen this tug go past numerous times. Mostly in the opposite direction, going this way. And he gives a toot to the bridge that he's through, and then he'll ring the bell and put the bridge back down again, which he already started the bridge to come down, but he didn't ring the bell. Thought normally he does. Holy crap. Fish on, guys. Is it a kitty? Yep. Yeah, I didn't hear a splashdown, did you? Okay, let's go for the release. Hard head. Nope, I didn't hear a splashdown.
Morning. Any luck?
Nothing on the mullet.
No.
We got spade fish and 2 cats.
All right. The last few mornings, there's been a lot of snook hanging out right in
he's
here.
always there. He was there.
Yeah.
He was there before.
Oh, just one?
Yeah.
The one that like sits under the dock there? Yeah. When the tide's flow, I run the bait shop, so I'm here every morning. And
Awesome.
some mornings there's like 10 of them lined up here when the tide's flowing, right?
They never hit though.
Yeah. I'm figuring out, especially if the season's open, they're not going to hit, you know?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a guy, you're not supposed to fish on that drawbridge, but they sent down the net, and it looked like it was an undersized snook
Yeah.
that they pulled up.
Took it, kept it.
But yeah, I don't see them there now. That sucks.
Yeah, they get a lot of fish up there sometimes.
I give that cat treats of what some of those,
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Somebody abandoned it here. The guys that were doing the ramp originally, that were living in the camper,
yeah.
I think it was theirs.
Oh,
I think it
wow.
always stayed in the camper because the day they packed up to leave, no one went in the camper, of course. They took everything out of the camper, took the air conditioner out.
Wow.
The cat showed up the next day. They took the camper back to Miami. I think they
Oh.
He was hit by a car.
He was?
Yeah, you could tell his jaw's broken, his tail's got a crick in it. I don't know if he was, well, I'm thinking he was hit by a car. He's damaged somehow.
Wow.
And I think he's deaf. Because you go up right up behind him, go pss, 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 and then you touch him and he jumps.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one woman who comes and feeds at night a lot. She says her house is under construction. As soon as the guys are done, she's going to take them.
Oh, good.
She says.
Good.
She said a month, about 2 weeks ago.
Well, it took me a year and a half to have mine built.
Yeah. She's just having it remodeled, but she says with all the people there, it's not good to bring a cat in.
Yeah.
She came down and brought really nice 2 stainless steel food bowl
Oh,
and a water
wow.
bowl. The next day they were gone. Like the people who hang out down here at night sometimes, they sit over there under the lights at the picnic table and hang out.
Sometimes you just hate people.
Why would you steal cat bowls? Cat and dog bowls, you know?
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's a good idea, putting the string around it.
Oh my God! Yesterday,
Yeah.
I had on video. A tarpon took it, and it would right like this, and I grabbed it.
Yeah. It's a great idea.
It's like, fuck, I forgot to put my lanyard on.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And of course I left it, so I had to make 2 new ones. Yeah, it's gone this morning, so what are you gonna do? Too bad you guys didn't have breakfast sandwiches.
I know, everyone asked that, but he's barely surviving now. Until this ramp opens up, you know, he bought it 4 months ago.
Really?
And he was told the ramp was going to be done like within a month then. And, you know.
I asked a guy from the coast, and he said, contractor has issues.
Well, the contractor was asked to leave. They made him, he had no equipment. All his workers were from the Daytona hiring hall. He just has he's just an architect and has a truck. So they made him subcontract this guy. Because if they would have taken back the bid from him, it would take a year to put it up for new bid and everything.
Yeah.
So they're making him pay this guy who has the ability to do it. But this guy's been missing a lot of days too. Like he hurt his back one day, didn't he? And this guy's gonna do Seabridge too. The dock down there.
Oh yeah.
That's all the pilings here. The other guy was supposed to do Seabridge before this one, and he didn't even touch it.
Wow.
Yeah, the other guy who had the camper and let his workers live in it came from Miami, and he came here and he knew nobody, had no connections. He was trying to get people to work here that knew what they were doing, had no equipment. I mean, how is he even gonna do the Seabridge dock? He doesn't have a dock building boat. You know, he took the bid though. They don't ask you when you take the bid if you have the ability to do it. They just take the lowest bid.
I worked for the federal government before I retired, so I know. Over 30 years.
So he's got to pay this guy. He's losing money. The guy who took the bid, he's definitely losing money at this point.
Wow.
He's got to pay this guy per day to work. You know.
Wow.
They're making progress, but
yeah, looks like we're getting close.
And I really hate how that floating dock down that walkway. The floating dock sticks over this way. So you're gonna go down the floating dock and it sticks over about 2 feet. But they said that's where the Army Corps of Engineers said it had to be. It has to be a certain way out of the navigable waters, and it comes too close on the other corner. That 2 feet isn't making a difference at all.
No, it's not.
Someone's going to launch their boat, it's going to hit that, it's going to knock people out of their boat, or they're going to gouge up the side of their boat. Originally, it was supposed to be closer, too. But when it was closer, they didn't realize the ramp still went there.
Yeah.
So instead of getting a jackhammer with a long bit and taking out, they're only 14 inches square, taking out some concrete to put the piling through, they made it go off the end of the ramp, and now they made it come over. It looks really bad, but you know,
There's your sign.
we just can't wait for it to get done.
Yeah, it looks like it's close.
Yeah. Well, they still have to do a handicap parking spot. I don't know if he's subbing a contractor guy. It's gonna be a handicap parking spot with continue to this walkway and a walkway to go to the. I don't know why, but the other side is gonna be the handicap accessible.
Because it looks like it's only wide enough for one boat to come in to do what they gotta do.
Yeah. But I don't know why they don't make the handicap access off of this ramp. They wanted the other ones. Now they gotta make a cement across the pad, the launching ramp. But yeah, hopefully this guy gets it done soon. You know.
I mean,
Because
if you work on it steady.
Because they moved that one out like 5 feet and then over, they have to get another gangway built. They paid $8,000 each for those gangways that are up there. One for this side, okay. Now they have that one built for that side. That's longer. It's going to cost $15,000. So that's putting them over budget. You know. Just every day it's a new excuse.
Are they gonna cut these columns down?
Just the high one. Just the high one.
Okay.
Originally they said they were cutting them all down a couple feet. But they say they need to be that high for a storm surge. If there's a hurricane, this way they don't float off the top. Because these go down like 4 feet into the water. They're really deep. Those 2 floating docks and the pilings were $200,000. They're concrete and they got a big plastic inside of them. They're meant really, really heavy so boat wakes don't rock them.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, $200,000. Those things couldn't be $100,000. That's even a stretch.
Yeah.
And they're small. Like they could have made it 10 more feet this way, 10 more feet that way.
You can't get a decent sized boat to come alongside that.
I know my boss is new here. He's only been here 4 months, but as soon as he rented this place, he offered to pay to redo this building and make it a restaurant. So you'd walk up from the other side, it's street height, make it a restaurant with a big deck on it, because they almost want to condemn this building. He's like, I'll rebuild it, just let me make it a restaurant.
Yes.
And they're like, oh no, there's no potable water here. Well, you can get giant filtration systems to make the water safe.
Yes, you can.
He said, well, they're thinking about it. Like maybe after this is done, if they can get it in the budget to pave the parking lot.
There you go.
Because they said between all the cars using the ramp and the restaurant.
Yeah.
But if these docks were bigger and you had a restaurant, people could stop in and get food.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Even if it's just like quick eats, you know?
I agree.
Yeah, my boss is he's a charter captain out of Ponce Inlet, and he wants to get out of it. So he wants to open a tackle shop in Port Orange. He's opening up a really nice tackle shop. He's having built from the ground up, all high end, and he's going to run a flats boat out of here.
Wow.
He's going to get rid of his boat there and run a flats boat out of here and just leave it chained up.
Nice.
So, put the bars there.
I was in there yesterday.
He doesn't have much inventory right now. He's just waiting because
Yeah.
we need to make $650 to break even. There's a lot of days we don't have payments.
Yeah.
So it's just money out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Right? He's waiting for this to open so money starts coming back in, you know?
Oh, it'll happen. That's for sure.
But right
Being
now,
this close and this,
yeah,
they'll make it.
I hope so. That's what I keep telling him. He's like, oh, you know, I thought I was going to start making money right away. I'm like, you wouldn't have got this place from the old owner if it was making money right away.
Exactly.
You know, you got to suffer for a few months before you can make the money, or you wouldn't have had the chance to buy it. Because I was coming here, I moved here from Long Island like 9 months ago. I was coming here. Okay, I was coming here every day. The store was closed down. I wanted to buy this place. That was gonna be like my retirement. I wanted to open up a bait shop there. And I was coming here every day, and then one day I come here and he's out here painting. And I was like, oh, you know, you the owner? He's like, yeah. He's like, you know, you want to sell this place?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I just bought it 2 days ago. I was like, damn. So if he says any time, if he says I want to get out, I'm buying this place.
Yeah. You know what's gonna be? And you know what? You could probably go through town and have it on too. If you had to.
I don't know if they'll let him do anything. They barely let him change the color of the building because it's a county building, and they, you know, he wanted to upgrade. He wanted to put gutters on the overhang because when it's pouring out, you walk under pouring rain. Like, oh no, you can't do that. No improvements. So I was like, just get a piece of angle sheet metal and stick it under the shingles, so where people walk, it diverts the water somewhere else. And we get that whole building with that, but it's only for storage. So that's why he's like, you know, I'll pay you guys good rent. Let me turn it into a restaurant.
So who rents out the kayaks? Or that's
We do the kayaks too, yeah. We just haven't been pulling them out. It's when people make reservations or call about them, we'll take them out. But, you know, once the ramp's open, he's gonna pull them out every day. He's gonna have a separate kid just to do the kayaks. And I've been doing like kayak tours. I take people out fishing. Like I'm a guide, and I take people on wildlife tours. But that's only been like 1 year and there.
This is new then?
Yeah.
And I see, you know, the signs down here, bait shop open now, but
Yeah. Well, we put them up. We put them up like 4 times, and they kept getting stolen. Every night we put them up. The next day they'd be gone. We think it was like Big Al's, because when we were closed down, he got all our customers, and now that we're open again, those customers are coming back here. He feels he's losing customers, but they were like ill-gained customers. He only got them by default because we were closed.
Yeah.
Now they're going to start coming back here, but you know, he doesn't want to lose a customer he has. We're not sure it was him, but who else would want to steal the signs?
is he gonna space out, not space out, but get more bait?
He's going to. Once the ramp opens up,
Similar crabs?
he's already like trying to redo we're gonna get like 4 tanks. He's gonna redo our tank system. He's gonna try and get some mullets, some crabs, and probably mud minnows too, because a lot of people want mud
Oh,
minnows.
yes.
Yeah, so.
Look for us.
But he doesn't want to get them now because with the ramp closed, they're just gonna die.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you lose them. At least when the shrimp die, we can freeze them.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
can still use this bait.
Exactly.
He's got big plans for the place. I mean, he's gonna do like summer camps for the kids, fishing camps. He's planning on like 3 or 4 tournaments a year.
Oh.
It's just,
They can't wait for this.
yeah.
That's the hope.
And on Monday, I think we had 4 customers the entire day, and you know, it's a 12-hour day. We had 4 customers, so yeah, you can't keep throwing money at it.
Yeah.
You can if you have it. But
Yeah, you got deep pockets, exactly. But then you start going into your retirement.
Yeah.
This guy. But then,
And
you
he's
know,
still
maybe
doing
you can tell.
his charters. That's what's funding this.
Wow.
'Cause he says he makes like $600 profit a day doing his charters.
It's a wash. Then.
But yeah.
Hmm.
Well, it's hard to tell you.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in today, but then they're taking a 3-day weekend. So
Oh.
we were at least hoping we'll be open by this weekend. Because for months they've been saying we're gonna be open before And it's going to take a little while when they do open the ramp because people still got to realize it's open and start coming here again.
Yeah.
All the people with boats have gotten in the habit of going somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's not like we're going to start making money the first day.
And it'll only open at 6 o'clock.
If we feel the need, we'll open earlier and we'll stay later. You know, on Fridays and Saturdays we're up till 7 at night. But you know, I'll stay up until 8 or 9 if people come down to fish the bridge at night.
Yeah. Yeah. They know they can be made over.
Yeah. Well, we got to start having more stuff for them. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of these guys who fish the bridge, use artificials or
Yeah. Yes.
mullet or something.
Yeah, I've had to go to one.
Yeah.
The National Snow Forest. Yeah, not until this opens up, why let it come, you know. At least
Well,
you got some quick stuff.
Last Friday they said 2 more weeks. This is 1 week, and I don't think we're gonna get it done in 1 more week. And this guy who's subcontracted by the guy who took the original bid, he's like, well, it's not up to me. The county keeps throwing more stuff at me, you know. Like, originally this fence wasn't on it, so they added the fence.
Well,
That cement parking pad wasn't on it originally.
Well, that's the time of year, you know.
Yeah. But it's killing me. They could have done the fence after the ramp was open. That's not gonna make it open or close, you know. And they have to get that parking spot done before it's open, or that's something they can do while it's open.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's flat ground. But I guess maybe because of the wheelchair itself,
Well, I mean, for the first week, when they open the ramp, or they want no one down there. It'll be long now.
Cross your fingers.
Yeah,
Would be nice.
in a while.
I see the guy with the crab traps finally picked up one of them. Still left the other.
Oh no, these aren't crab traps. Those buoys mark there's a wire that goes under the channel there. Islands in between where the ponds are. I don't know what happened to one. These aren't crab traps. All the crab traps are out right now. I guess crab season's closed. When lobstering opens, they pull all the crab traps out. That's why that one's a little extra high. They stopped 8 feet before the depth of where the wires were. So if they were off by a little bit, they wouldn't crush them. So they're gonna cut them. It's still 20 feet in the mud. Well, yeah, that's just a marker for where that. I mean, they can pull that out now. I mean, like the boat should be able to pull that out. So
Are you gonna do anything on that side?
I have no idea. That's totally different. They're running wires underneath, and I think they're done. They ran the wires and they put those cement pads over the wires so you don't anchor them.
Yeah, and I've seen them. They go up to the hut there.
Yeah. They should be done. I don't know. I haven't seen them doing much.
Yeah.
But they got to get that out of here too. Like everyone drives over to the bridge and they just think it's this giant construction zone. People don't even want to fish off this pier. During the day, I see fish, breaking loose out here, going crazy, and people think there's nothing here because it's a construction zone.
I got a big south man yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's home.
Are they good to eat?
Yeah.
I've never tried them yet.
I've had the hard heads too. People are saying, I saw no problem.
I'll try that. I've bought a few pretty big ones myself. I went Wednesday. I went red fishing up in there. I got 5 snook and 4 nice redfish. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, it's easy over there. It's pretty easy back in there too. I mean, but on a kayak, you just paddle and you just push them into a corner somewhere. I bring blue claw crab. You put a crab in, they find it within like a minute.
Wow.
And
You piece them out?
I cut. If it's a big one, I have one big crab.
Yeah.
I take the top shell off, cut all the fins off, all the legs off, cut them in 4s.
Yeah.
And little ones I just cut in half, do the same thing. And you throw it out there.
The weight?
Well, I use like a 1/4 ounce weight, just enough to cast it off the kayak. I cast 10 feet in front of me, and it didn't take 5 minutes to get a hit because they could smell that. And I caught one on shrimp, but 3 of them were on crab.
Yeah. So Blue Claw is closed right now?
No, blue claw is open.
Oh.
Commercially, they can't have the traps out for blue claw. We can still keep them.
Okay.
It's when it's so they don't have to check a boat. When lobster season's open, the crab's got to be out, and it's a way for them to get all the traps out of the water and put them back in.
That's been on my bucket list.
But if you get a blue claw crab, use it for bait. I mean, redfish.
all the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
I even tried crabbing here and I didn't even get one.
Crabbing, it's hard here. I've tried. Yeah. I get one nice crab and that's it. I go crabbing. One place I got a lot of nice crabs, like 2 weeks ago, into Herschel King Park,
Yes.
in by the launching ramp.
Yes.
Now it was high tide. I have 3 of those big metal ring traps, not the
Yes.
little ones.
Yeah.
And in 1 hour, I had 11 big males. Big males. Not one of them was a female. I don't know if they came in because it was high tide.
I gotta try it there then.
Yeah.
I also have, you ever see those snap traps?
Uh,
For fishing pole?
no.
Oh. Hopefully I got a connection.
What is it? The snare? It's like a little
No,
cage.
negative.
No.
No.
I'm not sure what it is.
These things are freaking awesome. Like, I even get double headers.
All I'm picturing is that little metal cage you put bait in, and all those little wires on it.
Nope.
The snares.
Nope. These fucking things are awesome. Them fucking things are awesome. From a fishing pole.
Does it?
Yes.
As soon as you pull on it, it snaps shut.
As soon as you cast it, it opens right up because it's got a spring.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as
You order those from
reel up the
Amazon?
slack, and it closes.
That's awesome. You get snagged on the bottom much at all?
Negative.
All right.
Never.
I'm gonna have to get a couple of them. Because I love crabs.
Oh, me too. But yeah, I mean, when I tried close to, the box traps like we used up
Yeah.
there, maybe one, nothing, time goes by, because you can really get it out.
Yeah,
there.
they seem to be out there a lot. Like you
Yes.
get them on your shrimp all the time, and I snag them
Yes.
every now and then fishing.
Yes.
And you get the bigger ones out there.
So
for sure.
those suckers, again, you need more, to operate it.
Yeah.
Fishing pole.
That's
but
all right.
I've got older stuff that I use.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good. I
Sure,
should
open this place up. It was nice talking to you.
Oh, pleasure. My name's Gary.
I'm Jeff. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
See you around.
Oh yeah. I can't believe nothing on this freaking mullet. But
It looks like it's kind of slack tide right now, right? Not moving much.
Usually look at the bubbles. Slow.
Oh yeah, it's moving slow.
yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised not even hit a while on this. The problem is those puffers
Oh
will
yeah.
hover over it
Yep.
and it's gone.
Put a fresh piece on. Well, hopefully you got all of that. That was the scoop on the boat ramp. Oh, I do have some. What? Croaker. Good bait, but I'm gonna let him go. Okay, guys, that's gonna conclude our morning fishing. Wasn't too productive. That's why they call it fishing, as everybody says. So thanks for stopping by. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up, share the video, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care.